But work to be done on that.
Yeah.
But the point there being, you don't hit down on the ball in earnest to create spin. Now, for another great way to stick your approach, we've enlisted the some outside help. So it's time now for Swing Better, Play Better, presented by Golf Tech.
An obvious difference between lower and higher handicap players is how much more solid good players strike the golf ball. In this feature, we'll review hip sway in the backswing and how it will help improve your divot pattern while reducing your thin and fat shots. The anatomy of a quality strike includes the club hitting the ball first with a slight downward angle of attack. That puts the low point of the swing ahead of the ball, creating that perfect divot. Many golfers struggle with heavy and thin shots because the low point of their swing arc occurs before the club gets to the ball. A critical component to controlling the low point of the swing is the movement of the hips during the backswing. At Golf Tech, we measure this as hip sway with a sensor that is placed on the back of the hips. As tour players turn while controlling the lateral motion of the hips during the backswing, this sensor moves towards the target. When this sensor works towards the target in the backswing, we see improved contact, which lowers handicaps. Here's a scratch golfer in a 17 handicap demonstrating these differences. As we take the golfers to the top of the backswing, notice how the higher handicap player's right hip sways away from the target past the hip sway line. The scratch golfer is showing you how better players control the lateral movement of their hips, making it easier to take that perfect divot. A great drill to help give you the proper feel of the right lateral motion in your swing while the hips are turning is a chair drill. We're going to take a chair without rollers, position it at about a 45-degree angle away from your target line, and then put our right hip about a hand width away from the chair. From here, our goal as we go to the top of our backswing is to keep our hip away from the chair. The more we sway into the chair, the more struggles we're going to have in controlling the low point of our swing. To perform this drill and lower your scores, find a Golf Tech coach near you.
Martin, I think I hit one fat there, so maybe I need to get the chair drill?
Yes, you definitely. You need
good.
the naughty chair is what you need. One thing that Andy said there that I really do like, he said a slight downward hit. Remember that. It's a slight downward hit.
That was a great tip, but Martin, we're learning from one of the best wedge players in the world.
Yeah, coming up next, we're going to talk about Jimmy Walker.